Hi class, Ms Harriete here. I'm back with Mr Sergeant Pepper. Say hello, Sergeant Pepper. Hello class, nice to see you all. Yes, it is very nice to see everybody, isn't it? Well, we are going to read a story now. The story is called I Love My Daddy. You excited to hear this story? Yes, I am. Okay, well please pay attention, and afterwards I'm going to be asking you what the story was about. Okay, I will. Okay, let's begin. So, the story is called I Love My Daddy. Oh, what beautiful little pictures so far. Okay, I love my daddy. One day, Little Squirrel went out to play with his daddy. Little Squirrel wanted to show Daddy Squirrel all the things he could do. What shall we play first? Said Daddy. I know, said Little Squirrel excitedly. Aw, can you see the deer in the bushes, in the trees? Digging! Look, Daddy, said Little Squirrel, as he dug and dug and dug with his little tail wagging. Well done, said Daddy, but suddenly Little Squirrel's tail stopped wagging. Help, Daddy, cried Little Squirrel. I'm stuck. Daddy Squirrel helped Little Squirrel wriggle out of the hole and gave him a soothing hug. You are a good digger, said Daddy. What shall we play next? I know, said Little Squirrel. Climbing. Look, Daddy, said Little Squirrel, and he climbed as high as he could go, looking around as far as he could see. Well done, said Daddy, but suddenly Little Squirrel closed his eyes. Help, Daddy, cried Little Squirrel. I'm stuck. Daddy Squirrel helped Little Squirrel climb down and gave him a soothing hug. You are a good climber, said Daddy. What shall we play next? I know, jumping. Look, Daddy, said Little Squirrel, and he jumped and jumped and jumped with a big smile on his little squirrel face. But suddenly Little Squirrel stopped smiling and... Splat! Uh-oh! Help, Daddy, cried Little Squirrel. I'm stuck again. Daddy Squirrel helped Little Squirrel out of the sticky mud and gave him a soothing hug. You are good at jumping, said Daddy, but Little Squirrel shook his head sadly. I don't want to play any more, said Little Squirrel. I always get stuck. I can't do anything. Daddy Squirrel lifted Little Squirrel high on his shoulders. Let's play together, he said. Oh, they're going to play together instead. Let's run, cried Daddy Squirrel. Little Squirrel held on tightly as they whooshed through the woods. Yippee! He shouted. Oh, they're having a great time. Let's climb, said Daddy Squirrel. Little Squirrel kept his eyes open wide as they reached the top of a tree. Whee! He shouted. And now, said Daddy Squirrel, let's jump. Splat! Little Squirrel giggled as he helped his daddy out of the sticky mud. Oh, help! cried Daddy Squirrel. Now I'm stuck. Uh-oh, Daddy Squirrel's stuck too. You can do everything, Little Squirrel, said Daddy proudly as they washed their muddy paws in the stream. You can even save a Daddy Squirrel. Little Squirrel climbed high on his daddy's shoulders again. I love playing with you, Daddy, he said. And I love my daddy, shouted Little Squirrel as they hurried off into the woods. Oh, wasn't that a beautiful story? And that was the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. And Sergeant Pepper, what did you think of the story? I thought it was wonderful. It was so fascinating to hear that baby squirrel, or little squirrel, saved his daddy from the mud. And it just goes to show that even if you're small, you can do some amazing things. Yes, it does go to show, doesn't it? And also with the help of somebody else like your daddy, you can do incredible things together, like jump really high or climb a tree. But little squirrel was fantastic at those things, wasn't he? He might have got stuck, but that's okay. At least he tried. Yes. Well, thank you all for listening, and I will be back soon.